Divine Connection Marketing is a 500 Fortune company that always connect you to the right connection. Check them out.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passions, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Great day, everyone. Welcome. This is Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you like and share this broadcast. We have great information for you today. I am Deloris Williams. Divine Connection is a magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, moms, vendors, anything that's going on and that is giving the industry and the community something positive to connect to. Okay. So if you have a business, if you have a ministry, we would love for you to connect with us. We want to see who you are and what you do and see if we can find some people that will connect with you. That's what it's all about. Awesome. So we do have opportunities that you can share your business and your ministry with. The magazine comes out quarterly and the ads runs for 3 months. So that gives a lot of time for people to share the magazine, your ads, and help people find out who you are and what you do. Okay. So we do half page and we do full page ads in the magazine. So if you're interested in that, stay connected and we will give you more information. So how do you stay connected with Divine Connections? Go to our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. And there you can go and join our email list. Once you join our email list, you'll start receiving information of different things that's going on with Divine Connections when we have events and different things that's going on in the community. Also, we have Facebook. Go to our Divine Connections marketing page and make sure you follow that and like that page as well. We're also on Instagram, so follow us there at Divine Connections. That's one word. Make sure you put the S on that. And then we are on YouTube. We have our YouTube channel at The Divine Connections. Okay, that's The Divine Connections. Make sure you subscribe and click that notification button as well, so you'll be notified when things are happening. Okay, and I'm so excited because our new magazine is out. We had over 60 advertisers in this magazine. We celebrated women. There's also men in there. We have different ministry. We have events. We have resources, different connections. We have Mr. Michael on the back. He has great events coming up. So go and make sure you check out his events, okay, as well. And there's some great things going on in this magazine. So you want to make sure you get your copy. They're only $12. Go to the link below at divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions. Okay, you can get a digital copy, you can get a hard copy, you can get a couple of copies. All right, I would love for you to do that and share and help us spread the good news. And again, if you want to be a part in the magazine, you can advertise either half page or full page, and you can connect with me in order to get more details about that. On this show, if you would like to be a sponsor, so before and after the interviews, we have 30-second spots. So if you have a commercial about your business or your ministry and you want to help spread your good news, you can do that with Divine Connections. We do a 3-month agreement so people can know who you are and what you do, and it will come on before or after the interviews as we come on Wednesdays between the hours of 3 and 6, okay, as we interview people. And so if you're interested in that, make sure you go to Divine Connections Magazine at gmail.com and say, I'm interested in finding out more information about being a sponsor on your show. Okay. So you can do that. And my information is you can text 336-338-8903, or you can email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. Now, another service that we provide are commercials. So if you need a 30-second or a 60-second commercial for your business, for your ministry, for your book, for your gospel group, for your event, we would love, love, love to serve you. So make sure you stay connected. Again, email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. And I am honored and blessed that my book is out. It is called The Key Connector: How to Build Your Empire Helping People. And so I've been on this journey for about 12 years now, and it has been a blessing building relationships with people, connecting with individuals, having events, doing virtual interviews. It has been phenomenal. So I'm grateful that God has given me this platform to do so. And so in this book, The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People, I talk about some of the strategies that I use with the help of the Lord to build this empire. So you could use some of these same strategies, or at least get some ideas and some thoughts on how to build yours. It is on Amazon, or you can just simply go to the website that's on the link, and I would personally sign your book for you and mail it out to you. Okay. And then get a couple for your friends as well. All right. So help spread the good news as well. And then we have, I am honored to been nominated for S&M Gospel Award for Best Magazine of the Year. So if you would do me a favor and go to smgospelawards.com/voting and vote in every category. If you don't know somebody, just click on somebody and be a blessing to them, then click vote. But when you get down to Best Magazine of the Year, click Divine Connections Magazine, and you can do that. I believe that's unlimited up until May the 20th. All right. Again, that website is smgospelawards.com/voting. All right. And get your vote in, and I will greatly, greatly appreciate that as well. And last but not least, this is 2022, and we have a lot of visions and of information that we want to write down. So Divine Connection has a journal now, and it's called Making It Happen. You are a divine connections. And so you can purchase that journal with the link below as well, and can get a couple of them as well, because we have great things that's going on this year. God is going to do some phenomenal things in your life. So write your vision, what your dreams and your desires are, and let's make it happen. All right. So I am grateful for that. That is Divine Connections information. Again, if you have any questions about anything, feel free to contact me. And so moving forward, we have a special guest on the line that's doing phenomenal things in the community. So we're going to bring Miss Bridget on in today. Great day, great day. How are you?
Hey, 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 hey,
Hey,
how are you?
I am
Amazing
well.
day.
I am well. Well, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you on today. So thank you for coming on in.
And I am so thankful to be here. I am loving what you're doing.
Oh,
Divine
awesome.
connections. I tell you, this is that time because God is bringing us together.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Well, awesome. Well, we want to hear what you have going on and what you're bringing to the community. So let's introduce yourself a little bit and tell people where you're from.
Okay, okay. Well, hey, everybody. For those who don't know me, my name is Bridget Phifer. I am a CEO of Living Better Life and also the CEO of Phifer Homes Enterprises. So I do a whole gamut of things, but my passion, my heart, and everything that within me is about helping people.
Mhm.
I love to do that, especially with helping people that look like me.
That's right.
I just feel that God has put me um, just to really serve in my community.
That's right.
So I work as an economic empowerment consultant where I help government entities, communities, organizations, leaders, as well as nonprofits to basically position themselves for economic growth, especially when it comes to bridging the gap of wealth, the wealth gap, right?
Yeah.
And when we look at what's happening in our community, I mean, sometimes it's really sad. I'm in a area right now, as they say, when you cross the train tracks, it is truly seeing the diversity and the um, non-equitable distribution of services, and
Mm-hmm.
you can still say it's redlining in all different ways, so
Yeah.
people see it. And so my goal and my heart is to prevent some of those things. I've been in real estate for 22 years. I've been a pastor. My husband recently passed last year. Him and I pastored Impacting Word Church. Been in
Mm-hmm.
ministry for more than 25 years. So I'm an entrepreneur, but everything that I've done have always been around ministry or how I can
Mm-hmm.
help my people. Um, I recently also became an author. My book,
Okay.
yay! Let me show you. This is
Okay.
my book. It is. I don't know. Let's see. There it is.
Okay.
It's called Crown Yourself:
Okay.
Pillars of Living a Better Life. And even though it's a little bit about me, it's also a little bit about everybody, just understanding
Mm-hmm.
who you are. It's almost like having your symbol moment,
Yeah.
waking up and understanding that you are more than what you have become, so that we can take hold of the kings, the queens that we are,
Right.
and go in and make our dry lands
That's
be
right.
flourishable again, right? And that's what it's really about: understanding our worth, understanding the greatness that's in you, owning, what it is, that self awareness, self acceptance. One
That's right.
part of economic development, I believe, like I said, it's actually a first part in a four-part series. And I started out at this place because I believe that economic development starts with healing. It starts with healing of the trauma that we have gone through.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tough for us as a people sometimes to move forward. People
That's
see
right.
people inactive and they call it
Mm-hmm.
lazy, or they might call it even depression. But a lot of times when people have been abused, whether it is sexual, physical, they
Mm-hmm.
respond to different things differently. So you can put an opportunity in front of them and they
Mm-hmm.
won't even move or grab a hold to it. Why?
Yeah.
Because there's some trauma still that need to be healed. So we deal with overcoming our limiting beliefs,
Mm-hmm.
getting some good habits, empowering habits, operating in the attitude of gratitude, and then
Mm-hmm.
just giving some good principles so that people can live their best life. So that's what we're focusing on in those books. I know I talk too much.
No, no, I love it. I love it because it's all about helping people and then getting down to the root of it and then the mindsets of why people do what they do. And then if they need help or support in some areas, then there's help there for people to get help.
Absolutely, absolutely. And right now, because guess what? I can't do it all by myself. It's
That's right.
not all about me. I focus on building a comprehensive or community-based platform of
Mm-hmm.
collaboration. So we find out, okay, what services do we have available? Where are
Mm-hmm.
the loopholes in those services so they're not reaching the people that really need them? Because guess what? The services are there, and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
time they're being utilized by other people, but how can I get it to people that look like me? Or
Right.
not only that, how can I bridge these gaps? I call myself, or I say my name is Bridget with a T. I am a bridge to help bridge these gaps, and that's
Yes.
what I truly believe, that we're building community together. That's my, like I said, that's my heart, that's my passion, that's what I truly, truly want to see happen, and our community rise up and take hold.
That's right.
Recently, I did a real estate investment course because I also believe that a part of bridging this gap takes a lot as far as utilizing real estate. taking possession of the land. So I
Right.
did a 8-week course on real estate investing so that I can train people. A lot of times, we've been held out because of a lack of credit, a lack of financing, and
Mhm.
not always knowing. So showing people that, hey, it doesn't matter about your credit sometimes. It doesn't matter necessarily about your bank account. There's still ways for us to
Mhm.
be able to take advantage and be able to bridge the gap or get involved in real estate. There's even some people, they say, well, Bridget, I don't want to really own or take care of rent or different things like that. There's so many different ways they can get involved in real estate investing. So I teach wholesaling, I teach fix and flips. I also teach people how to get invested in what they call real estate investment trust or REITs,
Mhm.
or even investing on the stock market in
Mhm.
real estate. So there's a lot of different ways how we can start investing in real estate. And that's a way too, as a minority
That's
and
right.
as an underserved community, that our voices begin to be heard. If you look at the communities where money seems to flow, you look
Mhm.
at it as a heavily, heavily, heavily owner occupied community, or areas where people pretty much own it. Where you look at the communities where it's a lot more renting, their voices aren't heard. So you
Mhm.
see the dilapidation of homes, you see a
Yeah.
lack of infrastructure and different things like that. So if our voices are going to be heard, we got to own the land. So we talk a lot about
Love it.
that too.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's get into the services that you provide.
Okay. Well, as a realtor, I
Mhm.
help people to buy their homes. I like to focus in or say that I work with a gamut of buyers.
Mhm.
First time homeowners, I love working with first time homeowners. I
Yeah.
think it is nothing better than being able
Mhm.
to help someone to have that home. I remember it was a guy, he was 65 years old, and
Yeah.
we walked out of closing and he was crying. It's a black man. He said, Bridget, I've never owned anything in my life.
Wow.
And he was able to buy his dream home. Now, to us, it may not have been a dream home, but to him, it was
Yeah.
everything. And it had a pool for him. So he was
Oh
great.
wow. Yeah.
So, but I help people to first time home buyers. I connect them also with assistance, first, whether they're first time homeowners or homeowners right now, like I said, especially in a lot of the states. I'm in North Carolina, and we
Mhm.
have down payment assistance programs as
Mhm.
much as 20% down.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they'll go as high as 80% of the median value of
Mhm.
income in that area. So even people who might not think, or it might be $75,000 they might be earning, they too can apply and be able to get connected with down payment assistance programs. So I like to educate first time homeowners. I also work with luxury home. I have a lot of clients too that because they like to buy, let's say, low and invest in, or as we call it, add value to
Mhm.
properties. So whether it's a small 2-bedroom home that we'll go in and we'll add a 1-bedroom home. So I like to teach them how they can add value and immediately get
Mhm.
equity. So we do that as well. I work with a lot of investors.
Mhm.
So as an investor, I like to teach, especially first time investors, how
Mhm.
to be able to price a property. A lot of times people bring, in my group, they'll bring me a property and say, oh, this is a great property. And I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh. Like, let's talk about the pricing. This isn't a great
Right.
pricing if you want to walk away with a profit. So we work with that.
Mhm.
And then also I do the financing part of it.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
that's the big piece, because a lot of times we've been held out. Even a lot of times when the banks say they're not redlining, certain scores, or you're graded on where that zip code where you're living, or the people that you're even connected with. So there's redlining still in simple ways. So I have non-conforming products. So a lot of times if somebody have to do stated income, or if someone is looking to do a rental, and let's say that way they don't even have to qualify on their own income, but they can qualify on what the rental income was going to be for that property. So there's a lot of different ways I help people, and even for commercials, for churches, a lot of times it's really tough for churches to get financing. There's not many people that will finance a church. I do have some lenders that finance for churches. It's tough, but we do have ways that we can help them to get funding, whether they own their church, whether they're renting, or whether they're looking to make improvements like adding a daycare or school or senior citizen center or something like that. So I have ways that we can do that. One of the things that I'm really, really excited about right now is I have startup money for new businesses. And I'm really excited about that, because another part, I believe, of economic development, it has to come with business ownership. Part of what happened with Tulsa and Durham, North Carolina, you had these Black Wall Streets, right? Where you had us, the dollar actually lasts more than 45 minutes in our community. Our community is the only community where the dollar comes in and the dollar goes out, just like that. We get paid, and we don't have the grocery stores. We don't have all of the services generally that we need in our communities, so that dollar can circulate more, right? So I actually help start up businesses. So if they have an idea, you have an invention, you need capital for it, help people to get that. And a lot of times, most places, they're looking for you to be in business for at least 2 years. They're looking for at least $10,000 in revenue per year. But I have programs, literally, you can be day 2 in the business, and you don't have to have a dime in your account. But we do have some guidelines that we can help people to get business funding. And
now let me ask you a question right quick. Is that business loans or business grants, or both?
So I do both. I help with both. I'm affiliated with Inclusional Data, which has a wonderful, wonderful cohort that helps nonprofits and for-profits to be able to qualify for grants, right? But this is actual funding. So most of this money we're going to have to pay back. But the thing is, it's able to help you to get a foot in the door. So even with getting a grant sometimes takes time. Sometimes, it's a grant now, but you don't get it funded for 6 months. It's a grant now, but you don't get it funded to the next year or something like that. And then too, grants are generally highly competitive, right? So not to say discourage anyone from going after grants. Most of the times, a lot of times, most grants it's only few applicants. So please, we help people to get connected with grants in their field. And, some of everything can be funded. Just recently, there was billions of dollars that was allocated specifically to build equity in our communities. People have been hearing it, right? The Build Back Better grants, right? That money, it was already disseminated, but now that money is going to make it down to the local levels. So definitely a part of what we do also is making sure that we put you in position to be able to get that financing or that funding, right? Because you've got to make sure that you're structured right. If you don't have, certain things in place, your DUNS number, you're, built up right. We make sure that businesses are in position properly so that they can receive that. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So going back a little bit about the first time home buyers program they had, like I took advantage of that when I was 27. And
Yeah.
yay, and I got my first house built. And so even with the second loan that they did, if I stay here 20 years, I do not have to pay it back. Okay, so that is some advantage right there.
Absolutely.
And I've already been, I think, in the house for 15 years.
Right. So let me give you a scenario.
Okay.
Let's say, okay, so right now, let's say a house in Charlotte
Uh-huh.
is probably going about 325, right?
Okay.
Um, I don't got my calculator with me, but let's just say they'll do, and they actually recently raised these values because affordable housing ain't affordable no more, right? We
Right.
still working on that.
All right.
But let's say they get 20%. It's a brand new, they get a brand new house 20% off, right? So now that payment, let's see, I'm gonna do 300,000 so I can do it in my head.
Okay.
20% off of 300,000 is 60,000. That's
Mm-hmm.
$60,000. So now they're only financing 240. But
Mm-hmm.
let's say if it was only 200,000, 20% off is 40,000. So now they're only financing 160,000. That changes the what that person can qualify
Yeah.
for a home. So if their debt to income ratios were tight at 200,000, but now they can afford a payment on a
Mm-hmm.
$160,000 home. And unfortunately, a lot of our Black and brown people, again, even though they're working hard, they're not being paid comprehend,
Mm-hmm.
the same as their, partners
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
the other side of the
Yeah.
line, right? So a lot of times we see disparity there. So now we're trying to just level the playing field just a little bit, right? So you're able to get in and get some of that. So, and it's different. Sometimes that assistance come in 100% loan
Mm-hmm.
altogether, right? There's some of them that they loan as much as $100,000. So it all depends on where you are, the type of down payment assistance program that your state or your local area have. And
Mm-hmm.
then two, some locations have what's called a community trust,
Mm.
where the community trust will actually own the land, kind of a thing, so that it allows the person that's coming in and purchasing the home that's on that land, right? They still get the home ownership and everything, but they get to purchase it at a lower cost, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't have to pay for the land costs.
Wow. That's awesome. 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 Wonderful. So is there anything else you want to share before we leave? Um,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, there's a whole bunch that I could share.
Okay.
I'm also a part of a few organizations that I would just love to give a shout out
Sure.
to. Like I said, the Grant Slayer Academy, I want to give a shout out to them because they are helping nonprofits and even not so nonprofits like myself to be
Mm-hmm.
able to be placed in situations where we're having conversations with mayors, with community leaders, and different things. So that we're at the table when these rules and policies are being made in our community. So I want to give for Grattan
Mm-hmm.
Slayer Academy to Sean Glaze and her organization. I also want to give a shout out to Richard Olson and the Black Think Tank, because these are some of the groups that I work with. The Black Think Tank is an amazing organization, a collaboration of professionals across the nation. They have CPAs, they have health, they have financial literacy, you name it, we're there, and they're all Black and
Wow.
minorities like myself. And so they're helping as we go in and we're doing workforce development. um, I'm just thankful for them. I also want to give a shout out to my sister. I don't know if you've ever heard of Renee Noor, and that's the Global Women Wealth Warriors. That's
Okay.
another community of women that I'm collaborating with to help change the mindset. I have an organization called Sisters Owning Wealth. And so our desire is to help women, like I said, to understand their worth. But once you understand what's in you, utilize that to start building wealth. And I love that community of global women wealth warriors. It also has some men in that community. And then lastly, one other organization that I want to shout out is Global Women's Club, which is organization of women across the globe. I'm talking Paris, London, Ghana, Chicago, Los Angeles, New York. Wow. And these women come together and encourage other women to understand who they are and help them to build up themselves and their gifts, their talents, so that they can use their voice and now begin to build wealth. So yeah, just wanted to shout them out.
I love that. I love that. That means I need to make some more connections. You got some more connections I need to connect with. That is awesome.
Absolutely. Awesome. Absolutely.
Tell people how they can contact you and get some information if they have any questions.
Awesome. Awesome. So guys, if you tap on that right there, it says Bridget10k.com. That is my digital business card. It has so much on it. If you want to apply for a loan, you can do that. If you want to get signed up for my real estate investing program, you can do that. If you actually, I have a real estate investing planner. I tell you, if anybody is looking to get started in real estate investing, you need that planner. I have everything. I have what to say. I have scripts. I have tracking. You name it. It is in there to help you to be successful. If you're looking for startup capital for your business, make sure you tap on this. Or if you're looking to get a grant for your organization, tap on my Bridget10k.com. If you're looking for my book, Crown Yourself, you can also do all of that. And that's another person I need to shout out because Sean 10K, he is a Black CEO of 10K Cards. And this man is going across the nation, helping people to put their businesses in this nice, neat, compact way. So, yeah, definitely.
Awesome. Do you have any workshops coming up?
I do. We will be starting our next real estate investing course. So I am so excited about that. Also, we're planning for June, the Black Think Tank. We're going to be meeting in Texas. We're going to be meeting for Juneteenth. So if anybody wants any information about that, you can direct text me also on my 10K card. So you can reach me there to get any information about that. Also, we'll be doing a B2B event in the Rocky Mount area. So if there's anybody that's there, I'm really looking right now to gain information, whether it's housing, whether it's work related in that area as far as what are the needs. So if you're anywhere in Rocky Mount, Greenville, Wilson area, those areas right there, let me know. I'm working with the upper coastal plain, where they're doing their new comprehensive economic development strategy. So I would love to get some additional input and make sure that everybody's voice is being heard when I sit in at those meetings.
Awesome. Love it. You are doing some phenomenal things. I love what you're doing. You guys make sure you stay connected. So let's end with some words of encouragement.
I will say, look, guys, one of my favorite sayings is nothing changes until you change, first of all. So if you want to see your situation change, that's right, you have to be the change. The change have to begin with you. That's right. And the only way it's going to get better is if you decide to accept who you are and be the greatness that you have in you. The world needs you. That's right. Anybody that knows you, they need you. That's so right. Show up, be you, and be your best self. That's how we all begin to live a better life.
I love it. Be your best self. Awesome. Thank you, Miss Bridget, for coming on today. I love you, love you, love you. You have some great things going on. So you guys make sure you stay connected, because I promise you, when I got my house, there was nothing like the peace of walking into your own home when you selected the right environment and you got a confirmation and a peace in your spirit. There is nothing like it, and I appreciate that. So got some information, some resources, some connections, some grants, some funds, information as well. So you guys make sure you stay connected. I am Deloris Wins with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one Divine Connector. And we want to also thank Miss Bridget for coming on today and sharing her great information with us. So you guys make sure you stay connected. Okay. Awesome. So hold tight. Thank you for coming. And we're going to turn it over to our sponsors, but don't hang up. I'll be right back. So hold on. And you guys make sure you like and share this broadcast. If you have questions, you can put them in the comment as well. All right.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution. So get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now. Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.